Have you ever witnessed your favorite team losing in the absolute worst way possible? A blown lead, getting completely blown out? Well, buckle up and get your tissues ready because today we have some of the worst losses in MLB history. From the heartbreak of the Texas Rangers versus the Toronto Blue Jays to Game 5 of the 2017 World Series. Let's get ready to break some hearts.
Right field and deep, and it's gone! A 3-run home run for Vasquez. Texas has put 30 runs on the board.
Believe it or not, the Orioles were actually up 3-0. But what happened next put Orioles fans on their knees. They allowed the Rangers to score a jaw-dropping 30 runs. It was less of a baseball game and more batting practice. The Rangers hitters got plenty of exercise that day. In 2012, the Braves faced the Cardinals and it got wild. Every Braves fans in the stadium was pissed about the infield fly rule. They were so mad they decided to redecorate the field.
For Atlanta fans, now there are bottles and cans that are falling short and landing on fans down in the seats close to the field.
Wow, we're going to have a significant delay here.
But this was really just the icing on the cake of poop that Braves fans had to eat because before this, the Braves were playing horrible defensively, so the call sent the fans over the edge. This was a sickening loss, but they're about to get even worse, man. On September 3rd, 2019, the New York Mets played against the Washington Nationals.
Kurt Suzuki, see you later!
Boy oh boy, only the Mets could cook up a game plan like this. They scored 10 runs on the Nats and everything looked great until the 9th inning, where the Nats decided to score 7 with a walk-off homer to seal the deal. Man, how can we not include this? The intense clash between the Texas Rangers and the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 5 of the ALDS. The Blue Jay fans were getting sicker and sicker with every umpire call. The worst one, of course, being the ball that hit Odor's bat that led to a score. But despite the Blue Jays believing everything was against them, in the 7th inning the bases were loaded, and at bat, Jose Bautista. He snatched the hearts of every Rangers fan with a stunning 3-run homer. On June 2nd, 2016, the Seattle Mariners took their fans on a roller coaster ride when they played against the San Diego Padres. The Padres were playing a great game, but in the 7th inning, the Mariners decided to finally sit up in their chair.
Pitch from Thornton. Up the middle. That gets through. 2 more runs are going to score. 16-12.
They mounted a comeback and finished the game winning 16-13. And they say baseball's a boring sport. Drew Smyly, the pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, had a nearly perfect game until a gut-wrenching mishap with catcher Yan Gomes. They collided while going for a ball, and it was the only hit the Dodgers got in a 13-0 Cubs victory.
Here today. Little dribbler, third base side, tough play. Oh, no.
Come on.
Obviously the Cubs won, but this has to be an all-time worst way to lose your perfect game. I would have been sick if this happened to me. I may even have to see Gomes outside, man. But before we move on, if y'all are enjoying your favorite teams losing in the worst way possible, please sub to the channel and like the video. Now on to Scherzer. Even counting Smyly's mishap, this still has the potential for the worst way to lose a perfect game. Scherzer was so close to a perfect game. It was the 9th inning, 2 outs, 2 strikes, just 1 pitch away, man. And then, well, the name Tabata became infamous.
And the ball, did it hit him? And that's it for the perfect game.
Nationals fans were livid because it looked like Tabata didn't even try to dodge the pitch and might have even leaned into it. But Scherzer kept his cool. He admitted he could have thrown a better pitch and credited Tabata for doing his job. Scherzer still finished with a no-hitter, though he missed out on his perfect game. This one is truly heartbreaking and unforgettable. If you're into baseball, you probably remember this play that made everyone scratch their heads and yell out why. After getting 28 batters out, 28, Detroit's pitcher Armando Galarraga thought he had a perfect game, but a close call that wasn't really a close call at first base by umpire Jim Joyce shattered the dream. Even though the runner was out, the call went the other way.
Ground ball, right side. Cabrera will cut it off. Galarraga covers. He's out. No, he's safe. He is safe.
Jim Joyce, the umpire, felt sorry and even cried because he knew he messed up the call. He repeatedly apologized to Galarraga, who was super cool about it. Galarraga understood that nobody was perfect and thought Joyce felt even worse than he did. Before the mix-up, Galarraga was doing amazing. He had 28 outs on the way to a perfect game, but it turned out to be a fantastic one-hit shutout instead. What would this list be without mentioning this instant classic that was Game 5 of the 2017 World Series, which featured the Houston Astros versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. In the 9th inning, the Astros had a 3-run lead, but LA wanted to make every Houston fan's heart stop. By the end of the 9th, the Dodgers had mounted a comeback and even upped the game 12-12. The Astros may have gotten a little nervous that LA came back, but they did not fold. They scored in the 10th inning and took a World Series lead of 3-2.
2 on, 2 out. 10th inning. That's in the air to left. Here comes Fisher. Throw by Ethier. Astros win it.
If you are a Dodgers fan, I can't even begin to understand how y'all felt about this one. To mount such a crazy comeback and tie the game, just to have your hearts broken in the next inning, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. In baseball, there's an unwritten rule: don't bunt to ruin a no-hitter or perfect game. But guess what? Ben Davis from the San Diego Padres paid that rule no mind. In a match against Curt Schilling and the Arizona Diamondbacks in 2001, he broke out a bunt in the 8th inning.
We're ready to go now. Pitch on the way to Ben Davis. A chopper to second. Got to hurry up with it. No play. A base hit. Infield hit on the bunt for Ben Davis.
Schilling and the Diamondbacks were really livid after the game. Their manager even called Davis chicken shit. But you know what? Davis really did nothing wrong. It was the 8th inning and the game was 2-0. It was a close game. No pitcher should expect a no-hitter or a perfect game. The other team is still playing to win. This is the big leagues. The Padres needed a base runner to have a chance, and David did just that. Sorry, Kurt. But guys, that's all for today's video. If your favorite team was a victim on our list today, let me know how y'all feel. If your team wasn't on this list, tell everyone in the comments about your team's worst loss. And if y'all want to watch more of our content, check out the craziest walk-off homers or the 1 million IQ MLB plays. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications too to be the first to know when we upload. Until next time, peace.